used to give me roses. I wish he could again. But that was on the outside, and things were different then. We'd built our world together.
These episodes come out less than like 2 months
With a love
after
so
they
clear and strong.
What have you been up to then, other than misbehaving with Donna in Birmingham? I've heard the gossip, you see. I've heard all the
Has
gossip.
she been telling you?
Yeah.
Well, after we
Troublemakers.
recorded last time, and you got me all excited over Dangerous Women, guess what I did? I fucking watched the whole lot. Well, you can't, because there's like 2 episodes missing or something, and there's others that have got chunks missing out of them. But I got really hooked on it, Greg. I had to keep watching it, and I was like, oh my God.
It's not good. It's not good though, is it?
Well,
no is the answer to that question.
no, it's not good. It's shit. But you know what? I kind of remember watching it when it was first on, and it was like bringing back memories.
I will give it intriguing at best.
It's
but
intriguing,
not in a good way.
It brought back memories of, and it's so dated. I mean, you think Prisoner looks dated with the hairstyles and the clothes.
It looks early 90s, doesn't it? You can pinpoint when it was made. It was made in the early 90s.
Absolutely, and it's like it's so shit. But I had to watch it all. But I don't know. And like when it finished, I was a bit like, oh my God. And I didn't realise this, but apparently they filmed 2 different endings. And
they were both awful.
And they were both as bad as each other. But one of them...
the one they showed, right, and this is me go back into my
you did
memories.
Watch it, yeah.
No, this is 30 years ago. So I think one of the ending they showed, possibly on Central or whoever was showing it at the time.
Yeah.
Meg turned out to be a baddie.
The governor.
Yes. It was kind of governor stroke Meg, wasn't it?
And don't they bring in this like a black glove storyline, like because obviously it was made by Grundy's, so it is it's not even a rip-off of Prisoner. It's the same production company remaking it almost, isn't it? But there is a black glove story, and yeah, that still happened. It all comes down to the final scene, and it's so the woman
makes no sense.
The woman who's the only character that wasn't in Prisoner, the one that's the gangster's wife who runs the hotel.
Yeah. Was it Faye?
Faye? Patricia.
Oh, wasn't she called Faye before?
Maybe that was the name in the prison. Anyway, it comes. I mean, how this fucker doesn't realise it? This guy that is all swooning all over her, Joe. It's so obvious that she is the woman that was the gangster's wife with her new hair dye and
she's got. But she used to have darker hair, and now she's got blonder hair.
How people don't realise it's her, I've no idea. But anyway,
and also she hasn't got her glasses on. I mean, this is all. It might as well be 2 completely different people.
Greg, look! Oh my God, I'm someone else. I've took my glasses off, and I've got a different wig. So anyway, I
wasn't going to mention the wig bit.
No. It comes down to somebody works out who she is and threatens to blackmail her and says, like, basically, if you don't do as we say, we're going to reveal that you are Mrs. Gangster or whatever, yeah?
Faith. And her name was Faith Cronin.
Faith Cronin, that's it. We're going to reveal that you were Faith. So Joe, the guy who's running the hotel with her, one ending is she starts telling him that that's who she really is. And it's like, oh, it doesn't matter. I still love you and blah, blah, blah. And it's that. And then the other one is she's just like horrified and she knows she has to leave and run away from it all and start again. So that's
get more plastic surgery.
More plastic surgery. Yeah. So I don't know whether, but it did make me find there was a real campaign in the States to keep it as well. And there was like all these American fans saying, keep it going. And they were really, really up for it. And the cast, even the cast were like, we've kind of got a plan for season 2 if they go ahead with
There
it.
was-
So
I thought there were 2 seasons.
no, it's only one. Only ran
Oh,
for one
right.
season.
I
Something
am
like-
just
something like-
one very long season then.
Something like 50 episodes over 20,
Yeah.
25 weeks or something. Yeah. And it only was in production for a year. So that was it. So it came and went.
It's fucking atrocious. It's
I know, but I just had to watch it. So I did that. And then what did I do after that? I can't remember because that was like I can't remember. How long is it since you did a series of this? Is it nearly a year?
end of last year.
And was it really only end of last year? So
Yeah.
it's about 6 months. What have I done since then? Done some decorating, been on holiday. Yeah, just generally chilling out, living my life, having a good time. Yeah. What about yourself? And Birmingham with Donna,
Yeah, you know,
which was good.
the high life Birmingham.
I know. Yeah. Do you know what's really scary going around Birmingham city centre? Bits of it haven't changed at all.
Is it the Birmingham piss troll?
Yes. And you get that, and I was telling Donna as well, I was getting flashbacks to when I was like 18, 19, and I used to get the train over from Nuneaton and go out drinking, and you think,
I like Birmingham.
this is where
I've
I
only
was
been
like all
out
these
there on
years ago.
occasion. I've only been out in Birmingham like on
Right.
occasion, so I haven't done it that regularly. So, but I don't mind it because it's only been like a
I
night
think
here and a night there. It's quite
all right.
good in that respect.
It's
I might
an
get
all right
bored of
city.
it if I was there all the time, but I quite like it on occasion.
I think the bit that's like really quite shocking is it's like every city's becoming the same. There was bits of it where they've built all this glass and these new buildings and all this new development, and you just think you could be in Manchester. It looks no different.
Yeah, the new bit of Manchester is very similar. I
Or
noticed
Leeds.
that as well.
And you just think, well, everywhere is becoming the same, isn't it?
Yeah, I do quite like that bit of Manchester though because it leads up to where the theatre is. It's the Palace.
Yeah.
I quite like that area.
So not so bad, really.
Yeah, so yeah, but I don't want to mention that because I don't want people to realise I'm the sort of person who goes to the theatre.
Nothing
It'll
wrong with a
ruin-
bit of theatre. Nothing wrong
it'll
with a bit of
ruin-
theatre.
It'll
Will it ruin your
my
street cred?
cool. I
Ruin
think it
your
might.
cool?
Yeah, I'm famously cool.
Really? Not on this. No, you are on this podcast. Yeah.
My mum says I'm
Super
cool.
cool. Your mum says you're cool.
No, she doesn't.
No,
Uh,
that's stretching
no
it.
one. No one. But you know, is not being cool really being cool? You know, is that not the way it works? I think so. I have
Yes.
to think that way.
It's the new cool.
Yeah. It's weird you brought up Dangerous Women. Actually,
You're not going to do another one, are you, with me?
I was just digging around earlier, and I thought, well, obviously it was remade in America as Dangerous Women. It must have been remade other places as well,
Yes.
like Holland.
You found it.
Yeah, and
Oh,
it looks
God.
like it's all on YouTube.
Oh, Greg, because you know I'm going to have to watch it now. Oh no, and
Well,
it's all in Dutch.
But no, it is in Dutch, and there's no subtitles, so I think you
no.
might.
And do they say "take my most beautiful side" in Dutch?
I've got no idea. I haven't watched this yet. I just grabbed a clip and I've taken a 10-minute chunk and
Let's see.
let's see.
And there's no
It's
subtitles. Oh my God.
No, so he's gonna have it's gonna be like on the Fast Show where you just recognise every a word every so often, and it'll probably be like Chris Waddle. or
Have we got to
something like
work
that.
out who's supposed to be who?
I think so. Yeah, I think that's my.
Oh,
But this is from season 2. From what I can tell, is season 2, episode 10.
I love how you've saved this for me. This is amazing.
Of
You've done it again.
of Selblook H or something like that.
Oh, yes.
It's CELBLOK.
Selblook.
So it's Dutch. Selblook H. I'll channel Steve McLaren because he could do a Dutch accent.
Yeah.
It's Selblook H. There you go. That might be as good as it gets.
That sounded South African, but never mind.
Don't, because I might do my South African accent, which is borderline racist. So
I love it. Come on then. Let's see it.
Greg and Andy watched 10 minutes of Seal Block H. They didn't understand anything that was going on. Probably because it's a Dutch TV show, and neither of them know any Dutch at all. What a pointless waste of time.
Interesting seeing it, but I'm not sure I could sit through a whole episode of the Seul Blockage.
Yes, Shell Blockage. Yeah, I just put my tongue into my mouth and try and speak, and it turns out I can do perfect Dutch.
Yes, a nice bit of tongue action there, Greg.
Who knew it was so simple to learn a new language?
Well, exactly. Yeah, maybe that's the way to do it. Start watching remakes in other countries. Immerse yourself.
Yeah, I mean, there's probably 20 around the world, aren't there, that have been done? Yeah. However close.
There was definitely a Swedish one, wasn't there, that was made? I seem to remember seeing that. Yeah, there's definitely a Swedish one.
Are the accents as good as the Swedish woman from Prisoner, though?
Well,
that was very convincing.
Interestingly, as bad as that was, she had form for that, because I do like all the other Australian classic 70s, 80s shows as well. And was it Cop Shop I was watching? And the same actress that plays, God, what's she called? Is it Anna?
Let's go with Anna. Anna Svensson.
Anna? Yeah, Anna Svensson. The same actress plays almost the same role, like a businesswoman, with the same shit wig and the same shit Swedish accent. And I'm like...
And she was Welsh in that one.
Maybe that really is her accent. It's bizarre.
I don't know. No one speaks like that.
Or maybe she was so bad in Cop Shop that they were like, we want you in Prisoner, because that was Crawford's, and there was always like a lot of Crawford's Grundy's competition. You were so shit in that, we want you back, but we want you to be exactly the same as you were in that.
But everyone from Prisoner was in Cop Shop.
Absolutely, yeah.
I reckon they went, we need a Swedish woman to be in
Let's bring
this scene with Bob the Brush. Who knows anyone who can do a Swedish voice? Someone goes, oh, I remember this woman. She was on Cop Shop.
She was in Cop Shop, so let's ring her agent and get her to come in it. And the best thing about
shall we check if she's any good first? No, just bring her in.
Just get her in. Find the wig and get the wig from the shop. Stick her in the dress, and she's bang on, and she's away with it.
She becomes your ABBA lass, essentially, just in a wig.
The best thing about Cop Shop to me is Paul Reid's in it.
Paul Reid, yes.
Paul Reid is like the senior detective, and he is the boss for like the first 18 months. So he's in every episode, and he's as good as he is. And again, Paul Reid is a very similar character, but he's very good. It's very watchable.
I always think they got the actor in to play Paul Reid without really much of an idea of what Paul Reid was going to do.
Because I guess maybe like the actor was like quite a high profile actor, and they were like, we need him, but we're not quite sure what we're going to do with him. And
yeah, so they got him in, and maybe the plan was to give him a better story, because the one with his son was shit.
It's a bit crap,
and then he's ill and buggers off. And maybe they just didn't get round to whatever his story was going to be.
And I wonder, because there is like a hint of a bit of a thing with Meg, isn't there? But then it never really goes anywhere.
Of course there was, because he saw Meg, and that's all any man in the Prisonerverse needs.
And it did make you wonder if maybe that they were going to have a bit of a... I mean, maybe they could have got married. So she would have been Meg Reid. That would have been weird. Maybe Donna should, because I mean, like, Donna's thing is fan fiction, so maybe we should get Donna to write what if Paul Reid hadn't left or came back.
Well, we still get the opportunity later on to do this, don't we?
And
in our brilliant "What would happen next in Prisoner Cell Block H if" section.
You've got to think this as well. I mean, one of the big things that Bob does to Meg is he stops her working in the prison and she becomes a parole officer. Paul Reid would never have done that. He would have kept her going, wouldn't he? He would have enabled her to carry on as a prison officer.
Yeah.
Wow, that would have been so different.
Problem is, if you don't get a Paul Reid episode, this scenario can never be checked out.
Oh, yeah, because of the AI, yeah. Oh.
Because of rules, because of self-imposed rules that I put in place. Although what you could do is, whatever your one is, you could have, and then Paul Reid suddenly appears.
Yeah,
as
because he
part
could
of it.
always come back, couldn't he, in
Yeah.
a kind of Helen Smart, Chrissy Latham way?
Yeah, but
That's always possible.
and all he did was like his exit was, "Oh, hello, Paul Reid. You're in Brisbane and never coming back. Okay, bye." And that was him being written out.
Yeah,
So,
but wasn't it because he'd had a heart attack or something?
I know he was ill, and
I think he'd
they
had a heart
thought he
attack.
was. I think they thought he was going to die.
Yeah.
So they just wrote him out. And actually, I think it was Adelaide rather than Brizzy.
Yeah. Doesn't he?
Stamps.
Isn't there some talk of him and Tony are going to run a petrol station, and Paul fucks off to Adelaide to check it out, and then never comes back?
Yeah, I can only
Something
assume
like
he bought the petrol station.
Yeah. With what money? Who knows?
With his shit son.
It's just.
I just think he deserved better storylines, Paul Reid.
Yeah, he did. It does feel like there was something missing with him. Like, I think you're right. I don't think they'd planned very well what they were going to do with him. And then by the time they were probably getting round to planning what they were going to do with him, he's like cardiac arrest. The guy needs to be just like, what's the phrase? Retrenched.
Yeah, and also he came back about 100 episodes later and wrote some episodes.
Yeah. Once he'd obviously, once the meds had kicked him, we
Yeah,
can have you back, but you can only write scripts.
maybe he wrote some of the mad ones. Maybe those were his because his meds were too strong.
Maybe he'll have written the one that we get to see tonight.
Possibly.
You never know, because it's random, isn't it?
The time frame might work. Well, it's not random for me because I know what episode it is.
You know what's coming.
Yeah, I
but
know
it's random for me.
It was random as of about 3 hours ago.
So I was thinking last time when we did one, we had quite a late episode, didn't we? Was it in the 6? Was it one with? I can't even remember it was, but it was a late.
I can check.
It was a late one.
It was 6, 7, 8. It's the latest one we've done.
Yes. Because we were speculating whether or not they knew by that stage that the show had been axed.
Yeah. And we decided we didn't know.
Was it a Blackmore?
To the conclusion that
was it a Blackmore episode? Or it was like just after Blackmore had happened?
It was just after Blackmore because the Blackmore prisoners were in.
That's right, because I was saying that I felt they got too much. They got too much of them. Yeah.
Brumby and Spike and that other one.
They were shit characters. I'm sorry. No disrespect to the actors, but they just gave them far too much screen time. They weren't interesting at all. They weren't to me anyway. I would rather have had a bit more of Kath and a bit more of Merle. And
yeah, like I said, but I always got a feeling when it did get into that final run, you barely saw anything from fucking Brumby or any of those.
Because they realised how shit they were. They were. I mean, if it hadn't been axed, they probably would have just like faded them away, wouldn't they, and brought new people in.
Yeah.
Anyway, it was axed, so there we go. It's still my favourite programme, but I do think there is occasions where it kind of like lets us down. And I think, we'd had a couple of years of Blackmore being the black hole and it's really bad and all the baddies are there, like Mari Winter and Ruth Ballinger and Margot and all of that. And then the best they could come up with was Brumby and Spike. It's like, what a letdown.
Yeah.
Like,
although you get Ernest Craven out of that.
Yes, yeah. But
so,
in terms of inmates, it was a bit...
It giveth and it taketh away.
Yes, it does. It does. Very much so.
I always think in the, let's call it the peak years, there were always plenty of plots going on, and there were generally like good plots going on together. Whereas I think at the latter stages, before the final run anyway, they were kind of treading water a bit. And so there would be some shit plots going on, but there was still generally at least one good one that was going on.
There's so much more they could have done with Blackmore. Like, maybe like Rita could have got on with their top dog and they could have worked together a bit more to bring Craven down. And
maybe.
And then you could have maybe had that top dog come to Wentworth as well. And you could have seen.
Did they have anywhere to film it? I always think they had that kind of courtyard.
And that was about it, wasn't it?
So I reckon they couldn't do that much there on the grounds that there was nowhere to film most of it.
Yeah, and it's a bit jarring, isn't it? Because you've got scenes, I think, weren't there some bits that looked like they were filmed outside and some bits that were filmed inside in the studio? And you think, well, usually they pick one or the other, don't they? I know when they went to Barnhurst, it was the outdoor shots were all outdoor, but I kind of think with the Blackmore bits, it's a bit I think
Well,
there's bits
well,
with
but-
Rita in some cell, and that's clearly been filmed outside somewhere, like outside
Yeah,
broadcast. and then-
Barnhurst.
Yeah.
Barnhurst was someone's garden, or the rec room with all the
Yeah.
furniture taken out.
Yeah.
So, what you've got tonight is episode 251,
Ooh.
pre-Joe.
Yes. 251. So let me, without you saying anything, let me just get my head around where I think that probably is.
Well, you'll get the Megbot recap in a minute, but
Right.
have a guess first. Have a guess
So-
first.
I seem to think that 235 is the one where Kate and Sandy turn up. So is it probably like, I don't know. I can't remember what, or maybe 235 was the end of year cliffhanger where they have the riot. I don't know. It's got to be around that era. It's because if Joan comes in 287, 288, that's like a bit after that. So yeah, I'd say it's Dr. Kate Peterson era.
Okay, so do you want to hear Megbot's recap?
Yes,
of
bring it
episode
on. 251, and then my face will either drop or I'll be really excited.
First words, Mervyn fucking Pringle.
Oh, you
enters-
bastard!
Right, here we go.
No more M.
Previously. On prisoner cell block H, Lizzie and Meg come out of the courtroom and are instantly harassed by Gordon, who shakes his finger at Lizzie and says she should have got out of the house when he first placed those calls to her. Luckily, Sen. Det. Olsen overhears the confession and escorts Gordon away. Lizzie returns to Wentworth to collect her things. She bids farewell to Meg and promises never to return. Sandy is brought before the VJ, certain that nothing even resembling justice will be given to her. B is told that she will be released from hospital the next morning. B makes a casual comment about her cellmate being a doctor and her physician asks if she is, by any chance, Kate Peterson. When B says it is, the doctor offers his sincere condolences. B's ears prick up at this. Lizzie checks into a hotel. Sandy gets an additional 2 years and 4 months and, when she expresses her contempt of the hearing, 2 days in solitary. Colleen takes Sandy to solitary, where the two women exchange insults and barbs. Erica informs Meg that the department has decreed every female officer must be accompanied by a male officer. For every male brought in, a female will be transferred to another prison. Meg is horrified and swears the union will have something to say in the matter. Lizzie unpacks and gazes wistfully at her photo of Sid. B gets her doctor to tell her more about Kate. Evidently, the good doctor was up to her neck in a health insurance fraud, and when Conrad Benson found out, she murdered him. When B brings up that Conrad was a child basher, the doctor calls the accusation absurd. A very lonely Lizzie visits the hotel restaurant and proceeds to get drunk. Steve visits Sandy in solitary. Sandy asks him to stay a while. Steve closes the door. The next morning, a very happy Sandy is awoken by Meg. Janet, still barking at the women, tells Kate that Colleen wishes to see her. Colleen tells Kate that she wants to be informed of any trouble the women are planning. If Kate does not inform for her, she will not only stop her visits from Inspector Grace, but tell the women she's a lagger as well. Kate agrees on the condition that she decides what is relevant, and where and when she'll tell. When Colleen doesn't quite agree with this, Kate threatens to have Colleen's letter resurface. "It's much better to do things my way," says Kate as she smiles and walks away. Kate then tells the women in the laundry that Colleen has threatened to tell them she's a lagger if she doesn't inform for her. Colleen, Kate says, believes they are stupid enough to accept anything she tells them. Marie tells her not to worry and then finds that her first shipment of pills has arrived from Fitzwater. B is on her way out of hospital, but makes a stop at the ladies' room. Marie sells some happiness to Mouse. When B is a long time coming out, the officer asks the nurse if there's another way out of the bathroom. When told there is, the officer becomes worried, but B walks back out. B is shocked to find out they thought she might have escaped. Especially as the other door was locked. Jim and Janet have an argument in the staff room, which Meg walks in on. B returns and is inducted by Steve. Jim tells B that things have changed and not to cause trouble. B merely smiles, says things will be just fine when she's back on her press, and beckons Steve to escort her to the showers. Meg tries to console Janet, who suddenly turns on Meg and accuses her of wanting Jim to herself while Bob is away. Kate brings Sandy breakfast and lets her know Marie is in charge. When Sandy asks if Kate is still with her, Kate hands her a pack of cigarettes. Meg holds a meeting. It is decided that if after one more demand for decreased security nothing happens, the officers will reluctantly strike. B enters the dining room. Mouse, high as a kite, has a fit of giggles. B sits across from Marie. She is warned that a no conversation punishment is in effect. Don't worry, says B, staring intently at Marie, some people aren't worth talking to.
So that's 250.
That was 250, yeah. So this is the kind of difference where the women then find out what Kate's like. Because I think before this, they genuinely thought that she was wrongly locked up, didn't they?
Absolutely.
So there was kind of a bit of support for her. I don't think they liked her, but I think they thought that she was innocent.
And they didn't realise that, she was probably innocent, and they probably thought she had her uses. And now they find out she hasn't.
So this is kind of like the tide turning, the start of the tide turning against Kate. Right. Episode 251. I'm expecting goodness in this episode.
Yes.
This is I think this is my favourite era. I think it.
Yeah.
The 200s I think are my favourite era of the show.
Yeah.
Let's have a look at
you're right.
Yeah, I think so. I'm always right.
Why not watch along with us? It's the best way to enjoy our insightful analysis. There's a YouTube link in the episode blurb.
We will see each other again, Lizzie,
Oh,
you know.
fuck.
Oh, Meg with a jumper.
Just being a bit of a sook. Look.
What is that round Lizzie's neck? Is it fur?
Community Centre. The other one's
I don't know.
Animal
From
skin.
the prison reform group. Now you ring her if you need anything.
It'll be whatever she was wearing when she came in 1862. So whatever the fashion of the time was.
So Meg's back to being a prison officer now, isn't she?
All those in favour?
Hang on, that background screw just had a word. She actually had a word to say in the show.
Don't the uniforms? Because I guess these uniforms are quite new at this point, aren't they?
Yeah, this is when they got the green shirts.
And the denim's like one wash denim, isn't it?
Yeah, this is a crossover period, I think. It goes from blue and grey to blue and green, and then eventually to khaki. That's the full spectrum of. Oh, I've still got Doreen.
Yeah. Yeah, there's Mouse laughing away.
Mouse, keep it down. The screws will be onto you.
So is Mouse supposed to be on drugs?
She's always on drugs if there's any drugs going.
What's the food? Oh, is that like mashed potatoes?
I'm not sure. I always like to try to identify it, and I've never been able to.
I suppose you're responsible for the condition Mouse is in. You mean
Kind of, given that Bee's just come from hospital, she looks like she's had a bit of Gilbert Broadway on the way back, doesn't she?
Well, she is a hairdresser.
Yeah. Actually, maybe it's egg. Perhaps it's egg on the plate, like a huge omelette or scrambled eggs or something.
Well, it's kind of, it looks like scrambled eggs, but it's not the colour of scrambled eggs. So it's like scrambled eggs if it's been cooked with maybe spinach.
No, I don't operate like that.
Yeah.
And you know it. You don't operate anyway, Smith.
I love Mari. I wish Mari was in it for longer. Rather than
She
just
was
like
always-
2 chunks, wasn't she? That's all she did.
Sandy might even
Yeah, she was a good presence though, wasn't she, Mari?
your fingers.
I like it when they bring her back in the later season when her and Reb get a bit of a,
The last time I saw you,
and then she
Yeah.
fucks off on the helicopter.
The great escape, I like to call it.
Yeah. Yes.
What are you doing? Just changing tables, Mrs. Powell. My food was starting to go off.
Ho-Face is one of my favourite screws as well.
I like Colleen. Apart from when they tried overnight, they tried to make her the new Vera, and it just completely went against everything that she was like before.
I've spoken to the union office and they've agreed to support us. They promised statewide.
So Erica's
action
lost
if it doesn't
her
resolve soon.
her bun at this stage, hasn't she?
What is this clause?
Yeah, what's going on there?
Well, the members realise how difficult
Gilbert
it will be for
Broadway
the
to
senior staff
blame
cope alone.
again.
So we're prepared to allow
Gilbert
2
Broadway's
per
gone
shift to
mad.
assist.
He's
We
mad
prefer
with
not to call
power.
in the police at this moment.
License to do your hair.
Was that your idea?
He's done Erica's, he's done
I
B's.
do
He
feel
didn't
that
have
women have
time
seen
for
enough of
Megs.
police uniforms in here for a while.
Well, that looks like she's cut it herself, doesn't it?
No harder than the current restrictions.
It's not going to
And this
move,
action
is it?
for the women as well as for the officers.
Come in. B. Smith, Mrs. Davidson. She doesn't want to be sent to the infirmary.
So,
I can't discuss
Bee's
it
been in
now.
hospital for
I'm
tests
sorry,
because of
Mrs.
her.
Davidson, but I'm jack of
Is it
lying around
kidney?
the back all day with nothing to do. I
Kidney
need something
trouble?
to occupy me.
I think it was kidney, because that was what Kate diagnoses, isn't it?
I'm sorry, Mrs. Morris, I didn't mean to interrupt, but look, there's plenty of light work I could do. Couldn't I just go down to the...
Oh, all right, Smith. I'll think about it. Now wait outside for Mrs. Powell.
Thank you, Mrs. Davidson.
Close the door, Mrs.
Please let me work for my 50 cents a week.
She had a bit of a
Colleen's got a baton in her hand, hasn't she? In fact, they both have.
Come on, Colleen, hit
All
Meg.
right,
Go on.
take her to the laundry, but she has
She's
not
got a
to
helmet
work
on.
the
It's
press.
fine. She'll be fine.
Whack
Mr.
her over the
Powell,
head
I'm
with it.
afraid I will have to ask you to work back
Yeah,
this evening.
whack a Meg.
officers
There's
are
a,
doing
there's a
outside.
great
Whack a
idea for
Meg,
a
yeah,
day.
whack a Meg. Bring it on.
If different things pop up, you have to hit the one that's Meg.
So, who's deputy governor at this
It
point?
can
Is
be
it still?
averted, of course.
It's
If the
still
Probably
man
Jim.
meets
Still
other
Jim.
ones.
Jim hasn't
You know
left
as well
yet.
as I do. I don't think
No,
there's much
no,
chance of
because
that, do you?
he's with
He's
Janet,
banging
isn't he?
Janet. Yeah.
Banging Janet. Oh, Lizzie.
Oh, that's a good drop. Can't beat a good drop of scotch to warm
Have
the
a glass
top
of
of your
Guinness
heart,
when
can you?
you're
No.
Hungry,
I
is
had a
it?
good drop of
Tired.
scotch when I was out.
Oh,
Out Long
was
Reach
Guinness like a
way. Oh,
pick-me-up?
there's some nice pubs out there.
Guinness had these spectacular medical benefits, apparently.
I mean, that's clearly behind the bar. That was just like part of the Wentworth set, wasn't it? The bricks. So they've literally
G'day,
filmed this. They've put a
G'day.
You might
bar
Yeah,
in
you can
Guinness.
see
It's
it
the
there.
prison.
You can,
Yeah.
you can see the corridor there.
My name's Lizzie. What's yours?
Errol.
Errol? Just like Errol Flynn.
Errol Flynn.
There was a hunk of a bloke if ever there was one.
I
Yeah.
can't look away
Never
from
saw
the cell
bricks.
walls now.
I know, yeah.
Are you not
You just
paying
expect
already,
to
are
see
you? I
one of the
haven't
prison
even bought
extras
your
like, oh, fuck.
drink. Hey, Ernie.
Barry Cryer
Fetch
will
me
wander out in a
umbrella.
second.
Something here for Errol. And
Wrong
put down
scene.
his
Move.
slate.
Right, Mrs. Bonesworth. That's very kind of you.
Oh, seeing we're drinking.
That
in the
woman at the
same
back
bar,
appears
we
to be
might
wearing
as
a
well have
bobble
a
hat
chat.
indoors.
I thought she looked a bit like Jean Vernon.
Well, I'm sure there is room
In a
for
bobble hat.
negotiation,
In a
Mr.
bobble hat,
Douglas.
yeah.
Yes, certainly. I'll tell her. Fine. Goodbye. Well, he wasn't very pleased about that.
What did he say?
He's coming
One
over
of
as soon
the
as possible to
when we
talk
went
things over.
Birmingham, one of the people that came and spoke was one of the props guys,
Well, there must
and
be
he
room
said
for
that what he
compromise,
liked to
surely.
do to
It
be really
depends.
naughty
If
was
they
to go
are
into the
willing to
office
negotiate,
and
surely
mess
it's the
around with the
best way for the
encyclopedias
officers
on
to
Mrs.
work out.
Davidson's
The
bookcase.
department's notorious
I thought you were going to
for
say
slow on
shit
making
on
decisions
Davo's
on
desk then,
No,
but
no,
no.
no, he didn't. He didn't. He didn't. I mean, he could
That
have
was
done,
on.
but he
That
didn't
was on
admit
his
to that.
last day. That was on his
Yeah,
last day.
that was when
he
they
did
sacked
that.
him. But
Judy Bryant is
I
back.
think he said he stole a
Her
couple of the
case comes up
books
for
as well
hearing
that were on the
before parole
bookcase,
board
and he
next
still
week,
got
and They
them.
want a pre-hearing report. What am I
And you could
supposed to
see
do about
fans
that?
thinking, come
you
on,
want
sign
me
it
to
for me,
prepare
give
it?
it me.
Well, yes, but I suppose it's obviously out of the question now.
Wait,
I'll see
so
what I can
like
do.
for
don't want
it
the women
moves
to
stuff
suffer because of the
around
strike.
Yeah, on purpose, yeah.
just
It's only
so
3 o'clock. Do you want us to
it
return
looked
to
like
the office?
it's
Yes, could you arrange
Continuity error, yeah.
continuity errors, even though it was done deliberately.
Yeah.
But who's watching for the books?
Wow.
Says someone who was just avidly watching their food a minute ago.
I know.
Judy!
There'll be no talking, just straight back to cells. Hey, Jude!
So has Judy been brought back
Yeah.
from Barnhurst because her and Doreen got transferred, didn't they?
They got transferred to Panto. I mean
Yes.
Barnhurst. Yeah.
This is the bit where they've all been like been out of it for a while, haven't they? While they do a film or something. I'm sure I've
Yeah,
seen
because
read
B
that or heard
and
that.
Dor were in a film early
Yeah,
80s.
that's it.
So,
That's it.
and Fletch was in it as well.
In a couple of weeks. I can't do anything to bugger that up.
I wonder why they wrote Jude out of it. Maybe just she needed a break.
Panto.
Panto,
Come
yeah.
on, it's always Panto.
Either confirm or deny the report about the strike.
So that guy there with the book, that's the one that's Luke Kelly's boyfriend later on, that gets a job with Stan the
What's all
Man.
this about? Not the strike, you mean?
It's a
course, I mean the strike. Why on earth do you want to go and stir up trouble as soon as you...
Why are there always reporters so obsessed with what happens at Wentworth?
Because there's fuck all else going on.
There's got to be something better than, can we go to a gate at a prison and see what's happening?
I know.
And then any story on from Wentworth is on the news, it's on TV.
No, but as a citizen, I have the right to speak about matters of public concern.
Oh, fuck off, Meg.
Yeah, Meg. It's like Meg had a personality transplant in this episode because she's a bit arsey, isn't she?
To regain the right to treat the prisoners as humans,
Well,
then I've
she should get a personality implant, might be more helpful.
Yeah. Ah, but she's saying that she wants the prisoners to be treated like humans and not animals. They're not animals.
I'm Mrs. Morris, the representative of the
That's why I love Joan and I hate Meg.
Strike about wages. We are so
Joan quite rightly wants them treated like animals.
Now, I wish to make the officer's demands quite clear. So I would
Should Meg be speaking to the press?
No.
Far away, Mrs. Morris.
And also, why would they know who she is?
I
Look,
know.
missus, I can't sit here drinking your shouts all the time.
I thought he was going to say drinking your shit all the time. That does look like Jean, that extra in the background.
Well, I'm a bit broke at the moment. See, I had to pay the doctor for me brother.
Maybe it's a real pub. And and Jean was just hanging around.
She could have been, couldn't she?
You know, maybe it's right next door to where they filmed Are You Being Served?
Doctor's bills.
Is he out of work?
Yeah, and he likes a drink.
What's on the tray? Is it Foster's Lager?
Will this go on your account, Mrs. Birdsworth?
Yes, lovely.
It's the smallest pint of beer you've ever seen in your life.
The old man doesn't want to work.
Imagine someone saying, "Oh, have a drink. It's on me. Okay, I'll have a thimble of beer."
And they've lined up all those glasses to make it look like Lizzie's on about her 10th drink.
It's a real pity about my brother's accident, though. Taking all my cash like that.
But what barman would bring drinks to your table and not take the empties away? That's ridiculous.
No.
One who's getting paid per word, I think.
Just between you and me.
Yeah.
I reckon there's a lot of easy
Also,
just waiting to be picked up.
can you imagine them? How much clanking of glasses would there be if he did that?
And I'd do it.
Absolutely, because you'd be like, we've got no glasses left.
You'll only end up in the slammer.
That'd be that'd be hell of a scene, wouldn't it? If half of you couldn't hear what was said just because a barman was going picking up glasses and putting them on a tray.
You're a good young bloke.
Yeah, so much could go wrong, couldn't it?
Yeah, but I'd still like to have seen it.
You've been real good to me, helping me while away a lonely afternoon.
I don't think it's a bobble hat. I just think it's a woolly hat.
It's weird, isn't it? It really does look like her, though, doesn't it?
To go out.
It is,
There's that brick wall again.
Move out of the way, Lizzie.
Something that your mum would really love to have.
What has she dropped? Because they made a thing of that, didn't they? Something
Is
fell
it-
out
I
of her
think-
purse.
I think it was a phone number or something, wasn't it?
Lady, you're a real mate.
And is that where they work out that she's at... Oh, yeah. Myra
Ted
Desmond.
Douglas of the department.
I wonder what's written on that sheet. Because there's one, isn't there, where they've written something really funny.
Mrs. Morris. We're used to this sort
Is that
something about a piss? If you piss on a fly, it'll go up the piss stream or something.
And isn't there
You can
one where
read
it's
it.
like all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy?
Yes.
Yeah.
And Anne looks at it and says something like, "It's the most disgusting thing I've ever seen."
Run to a system. Decisions are made
Too funny.
by persons in authority, not by employees. I'm surprised you let it come to this, Mrs. Davidson.
There was very little I could do about it, Mr. Douglas. I have maintained the
Mr.
department's
Douglas,
policy as far as
from the
I can.
department to
But
you,
when
Erica.
it comes down to it, I am inclined to share the officer's decision.
That gap in her teeth really prominent at that angle, isn't
You're
it?
really noticing it there, aren't you?
Yeah.
Her teeth are really...
Maybe her mouth is normally open, and that's why you don't notice it normally.
Yeah, like you said, it could just be the angle, couldn't it? Is that Mari banging on the door?
Probably. Yeah.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
How long are we going to get locked up in here? Until you let out. What's going on? Are the screws on strike or what?
That's none of your business.
Pigs it ain't. We're supposed to get fed, you know.
You will be fed.
That is true. They are supposed to get fed. Where else are they going to get scrambled eggs and spinach?
Oh, I know, that was revolting, wasn't it?
It was a kind of yellowy green colour, wasn't it?
I'm glad I've already eaten.
One of the many khaki foods that they
Ugh. Sometimes the food doesn't look that bad, and then other times you look at it and you just think, what's that supposed to be?
I don't know. When I watch The Sopranos, I always used to get hungry watching it when they're having these like huge plates full of like pasta and meatballs and stuff like that.
And would you need to have pasta and meatballs when you were watching
it always looked really tasty.
Like you wanted
Whereas in this, I've never looked at something on someone's plate and gone, I fancy some brown lumps in gravy.
Oh,
Committee.
Some
Shown
slops.
Over the past few months, you've settled
Yeah.
down a great deal, and this is why they're prepared to review your case. Of course, you do.
So we're building up to Judy's parole, aren't we?
Now and then.
The halfway house and all that.
Don't worry about me. I'm not going to rock the boat.
Good. Well, the first thing we
I
have
like
to
those
prove is
episodes
that you've
where
got suitable accommodation and a job
where she first gets out and then that
Well, I
she
don't have
meets
enough
Wally.
money
No,
for
she
the
goes back to
flat.
Wally then, doesn't she?
Only
Because
job
she's
I've ever
obviously
done is
already
taxi
met him when
driving,
she's on the run.
and I
But
don't
she
know
goes
if I'll
back
get
to
my
Wally
certificate
and
Well, I'll check that out for you. In the meantime,
that girl
you
gets in
tell
her
Tink
cab
if you know
and
anybody that could give you suitable
they're accused of
accommodation,
stealing
give
his
them
wallet,
the best of the
aren't
bill.
they?
She's out for quite a while though, isn't she?
Yeah.
Or
How long's that
does she
strike
get
going
out,
for?
come back,
She
and then
gets
get
out.
released?
She gets out, and then when that bloke claims that the American lady and that prostitute stole my wallet, she gets put back in, and then the girl comes into prison. She says, "That's the bitch. That's the reason I'm back in here. That bitch."
Yeah.
And then Judy
But then
gets
she
back
gets
out again.
Yeah. So that must be the halfway house one.
Damn
I'm
them.
trying to think.
Yes.
What right do they have to go out on strike? They're public employees.
Because taxi driver. So he gets out, she goes back to taxi driving.
Too much. They probably
And then
Gets
she
sent back.
loses it. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
And then when she
Getting
gets
the-
out
we're getting
next
the-
time,
We're getting the timeline together.
Yeah.
Judy's in and out so many times, I lose track.
right on their hands. Yeah.
But it was good, I think, that they explored her going outside, because I think there was a lot that they could have done with the first halfway house that they didn't, and it felt like that was a bit just forgotten about.
Yeah, I never got bored of Judy as a character. It's not like
I didn't.
when Doreen left, and you go, right, that's Doreen done, and then they kept bringing her back. Yeah.
I mean,
No
even like towards the end of her run, where Sam had become like obsessed with her and was treating her like a mother and stuff, and she had to say, "Look, Sam, I'm not your mother.
Hallelujah.
You know, you need to back off a bit." I thought that was good as well.
Yeah, like I said, I never got bored of Judy.
No, I didn't.
I was gutted when Judy left.
I don't know whether I said this to you before, and I probably did, so I'll shut up, but I'll say it anyway. I still think that what they should have done, Judy's exit, they should have brought Helen Smart back into it, because Helen and Judy had such a good friendship, it would have made sense for Helen to be the person that picks her up out of prison.
Oh, I see.
And then
I can
two
only
driving
imagine
off together
Helen-
would have been fantastic.
I can only imagine Helen get other work.
That's right, isn't it? Oh,
Yeah.
don't talk.
She was only ever in for like little bits at a time, wasn't
Yeah,
she?
yeah.
Understand your angle. What's in it for you?
So she
All
knows
this
now
little
that Kate is a
mischievous
baddie,
sweetness
doesn't
and
she?
light flooding down the
Yeah.
corridors.
Because of that.
But I
what
don't
the
know.
doctor said.
I don't know if the rest of the women know
Why
yet.
won't you trust me? What do you think I am, a spy or something?
Yes, you are.
That's just it. I don't know what you are.
I'm sorry. Nobody else feels that way.
Oh, yes, they do.
Who else?
Yes. One of your doctor
Well,
mates.
tell me, what am I supposed to have done?
I've just heard a little whisper here and there. Nothing much yet. But I'll wait until I find out more. And when I do, you'll be the first to hear about it.
And that's
Best era of B as well. I think this
is that possibly the first time that anybody's challenged Kate?
I think so, because I think she was pulling the wool over everyone's eyes.
She's pulled it so far, hasn't she? She's pulled it off. So
Here he is with his tray again.
It's like a fucking oven tray, isn't it?
Look,
like what you'd put chicken Kievs on in the oven.
I mean, fuck's sake, mate! You got a bigger tray than that.
What's the matter?
Why don't you go back to your room and lie down?
Oh, yeah.
Gene Vernon's still there.
Good idea.
What's on the wall? Is it like a rug or something?
It looks like it, like you get in
fucking
an
awful,
old Indian restaurant.
Yeah, yeah.
Like flock wallpaper sort of thing.
I mean, those bricks.
But
That's
I think that's actually carpet.
Let's give you a hand.
Yeah.
There.
Why not?
Up there, come on.
Let's dance. There's
Let's
nice
dance.
music. Get them to play the Gay Gordons.
Right.
Send up a bottle of grog to my room and charge it.
Oh, no, take it easy.
Surely he's been serving so that corridor must lead all the way down to where the rooms are, rather than just prison cells.
I reckon I had a few too many, don't you?
Yeah, around about 20.
Well, you kept serving them, mate.
Sleep it off now, eh?
I mean, do you think a barman would do that if you're in a hotel? Would he take you to your bed? Surely he'd ring someone else.
Maybe he's the only one who works there. It's like in
Yeah,
Faulty
could be.
Towers, Basil serves behind the bar, doesn't he?
Yeah, good point. Good point. Oh my
Oh
god!
my
What the-
God.
Oh, what on earth is that?
I don't know. It looked like half an unpeeled onion, but I couldn't tell
Yeah.
you what the rest of. Maybe a bit of cat food.
With a load of slop on the side.
Well, the union's agreed to allow 2 members per shift to help out. I got the first shift. Hey, aren't you hungry? No, I'm too
Not with that shit, no.
I phoned the Transport Regulation Board this
I ate,
afternoon.
yeah, I ate it all. And as you can see, I've already
Vomited it
digested
back up, yeah.
That's great. Provided it's approved by the parole board.
Oh.
The Transport
I have to get that
Regulations
approved.
Authority.
I have to have a job.
Now, isn't that wonderful? To get a job, I have to have a taxi certificate, for which I will need a parole certificate, for which I will need a job. I mean, I'll be too old to drive the bloody taxi by the time it comes
Oh, no,
through.
come on, Judy, don't get too upset.
You can always get a job not as a taxi driver, Jude.
Yeah, there is other jobs out there.
You find
Meg will sort it for you, Jude. Don't worry.
I don't know. She is famously shit at her job,
Most of my friends
Well,
since I've been
yeah.
in here.
Well, isn't there
and also she was a parole officer and shit at that as
And
well.
she fucked that up lots of times, didn't
I
she?
haven't seen her in ages.
I'm trying to bring it up more often how bad Meg is at her job.
Yeah,
Just like-
absolutely.
because I don't think it's ever mentioned.
Anywhere else, she'd have been sacked, wouldn't she?
She's absolutely shit.
I mean, it's surprising how your friends rally when they
Joan is evil,
Besides,
but
she
at
can only say
least
no.
has
She's
some
good at-
kind of
she's good at her job.
understanding.
I'll give you her
She's
of
good at her
how-
job, and
yeah,
I mean, a lot
Vera
of what
quite
Joan
good at her
does,
job as well.
yeah, well, a lot of what they're doing is actually just enforcing the rules.
Yeah, Meg is a doormat,
Thanks very much. You've been fantastic, especially
a doormat in a hair
Part of the
helmet.
service.
Your mail, Brian.
Oh, it's from Laurie.
So Laurie, it's the Laurie era.
Yes, I was just speaking to Judy about her parole.
It'll be on the
Doesn't
board.
Laurie go mad at some point?
I do have an interest in prisoner welfare, Mrs.
Yeah,
Hart.
because didn't she have a baby and the baby's deaf or
I'll come
something?
back to see you when I've spoken to Paul.
Something like that. Because he goes to a travel lodge.
That's right. Yeah, she when she
Yeah.
has a bit of a meltdown.
It's like that.
Yeah.
And that's like when her husband has changed from that really
You're on strike.
friendly,
So I don't see the point in you going out of your way to find extra
like bubbly guy to that really miserable guy.
Steve's arrived to relieve you.
Yeah,
When they changed the
Complete-
actor.
Wants to see you before you go.
completely different.
I'll just take these to the
It's
kitchen.
it's almost
he's
as
always-
if it's a different person.
Yeah, you wouldn't even think it was supposed to be the same character. He's like really outgoing and cracking jokes with Judy and saying, "Oh, you're like one of the boys," and then like next time we see him, it's a different actor and he's just miserable. But then I suppose you would be if your wife left you.
You know something? I wrote to her.
And she,
Just forget
but
about
there you
me.
go.
I wish she
She's
could
about to
write
get
her to her
married.
fiancé all about
Laurie's
it.
about to get married.
He's been
So
fantastic.
she's going to get married to Mr. Laurie number one.
I don't think we'll get to see that. So this can't be. In that case, then this must be pre-Jock Stewart, because it's when she gets out, when Laurie and Jeff get married, that
Yeah.
Judy bumps into Jock Stewart at the races.
I've always thought
Yeah.
That
Well,
can't be
Jock-
far off.
Jock's in around like the hundreds, and then there's a big gap before he comes back. And there's a big gap before he comes back again. He's in it 3 times, isn't he, Jock?
And this must be the third time coming up.
Morris's actions any more than you do, but I will not
Oh,
let
we
the prisoners
we
in
covered that episode.
used as a
We covered the episode where he sees her at the racetrack.
Yeah, have you? Right, so that can't be much after this.
Ministerial policy.
Luckily, I'm able to find out
I am prepared to do that.
256 that was. That's
So it's
5 episodes away.
Yeah, 5 episodes. Wow.
Because I don't want the
It's fast moving, isn't it?
aggravated by things said in the heat of the moment.
So Laurie's getting married within the next 5 episodes.
All right, I'll leave it to
And
you.
Judy gets paroled.
Yeah. She's paroled for the wedding, isn't she? So Judy might be out
because there's that
next 2 episodes.
There's that scene where is it Mrs. Powell takes Judy to buy a dress for the wedding?
Properly and gone through the correct
And
Yeah, and we just had the one where
They know what we think of running a prison like the
Erica
Spanish
takes Lizzie
decide
shopping
Yes, from a city
to buy a dress for her wedding to Sid.
Come on, Erica. You believe in a lighter approach to imprisonment, the same as
The
we
dirty bastard, Sid.
Oh, do you not like Sid?
To quote Donna, you've ruined Sid for me.
Oh, poor Sid.
out of being union representative.
It's nonsense.
I just pointed out what he's really like, and, you know, the truth hurts sometimes.
Well, yeah.
You have been intent on fighting the system.
Rubbish. Of course I was disappointed when Colleen was promoted over me.
Wow,
but it
this
hasn't
is a
affected my
switch, because
attitude,
usually they're like
hasn't it?
best buddies, aren't they?
Well, I
There's a
think
real
it has.
tension between them.
In my position as governor, it is
Go
my
on,
job
Erica.
to keep
Call
an
her a
eye
cunt.
on the
Go on.
attitude of the staff.
Very well.
Go home, Meg.
I had hoped that we could use our friendship to work this dispute out rationally.
Wow.
But as you point out, you're the governor and I'm
Fucking
the union stone.
Jobsworth.
Perhaps if you'd got to your position by patrolling corridors and breaking up catfights for years, you'd have my attitude too.
Meg.
Obviously.
When has Meg ever broke up a
gives you a
fight?
greater insight into other people.
Meg.
She's going to say something that she could regret. I'd
Where's
forgotten
your
that they
fucking
were.
bun gone, Erica?
Yeah, I'd forgotten that they didn't always get on. Oh, bit of Steve. Steve Faulkner.
Meg, do we get normal night shift rates while we're on strike?
Is money all you think about?
No. Occasionally I think about women, but mainly
Mm-hmm.
men.
Believe it or not, there's more to this job than that. Now, if you don't take an interest in it, you'll get bored and then you'll do it badly.
I do take interest. 10% from the building society.
10% interest. Oh my God, that dates it, doesn't it?
Lots of funny women locked away from their
I
families.
quite like
because they made
Steve's
a
attitude.
mistake.
I like him. I
Well,
like him.
he's essentially saying he's willing to work really hard to get the money to buy a house.
Yeah. What's wrong with that? Isn't that why we're all at work?
Good night.
No one goes to work for
Yes, well,
fun.
thank you for calling, Mr. Fletcher.
Well,
but there's
maybe
no
Meg
need for you
does.
to come in. It looks as though this strike
Meg
could go on
doesn't
for
have
some
fun.
time, and you may have to work all through tomorrow night. So I suggest you get a good night's rest.
When she stood at the back in every scene doing admin, you can
Goodbye.
see like the cold, dead look in her eyes.
Everything all right, Mrs. Davidson?
Yes, Mrs. Powell is
I mean, that
still
phone
in school,
call.
so I suggest
You're going to
you
have a shit
go
day
box
tomorrow, so get a good
H
night's
and
rest.
solitary.
Bye.
All right.
Yeah.
Are you leaving now?
Can you imagine your
Yes,
boss
I
ringing
certainly
you
am.
up saying
I'll
that?
be home
We're going to need you for a 24-hour shift, so have a good night's sleep now. Bye. You'd be like, fuck off.
I take it the strike's going ahead.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Jim and
look
Janet.
at-
Look at that. Oh, my God, those
Oh, my-
No
tracksuits.
point in treating those bitches with
Is it leisure wear?
you didn't vote for the strike.
It's very leisure wear, I think that is.
Jesus.
I
I mean,
also thinking
Anyway,
static
why are we
electricity
talking
if they
about
touch.
We're about to have a lovely candlelit dinner.
oh, my God. Did people really wear things like that?
Jim looks like he doesn't normally.
When did Brown stop being I mean, I've got a brown jumper on today, but when did Brown suddenly like not become a thing anymore?
Well, it's like when you get
I thought
so
you were still
probably
asleep.
a year before this, when you had Paul Reid always in a brown suit.
Yes.
You had the lesser Dr. Greg always in a
Always
brown
in a brown
suit.
suit. Jim, whenever we seen him in a suit, Jim at his fucking wife and kid's funeral in a brown suit.
Anyone ever tell you you're nice?
I'm going to
Sandy,
say
you
something.
dirty
though.
dog.
They actually look like they're related because they look quite similar, don't they?
They've got the
Is
same
it the
hair,
same
haven't they?
hair and the same big nose.
Better make the most of it.
I don't know if hers is big, it's just quite pointy.
All right.
Wow.
I know you can't stand my company.
Oh, Janet, fuck off. I can't stand
very
people like
quiet.
Janet. It's always like, oh, you don't like me
Clingy.
really. You don't like
So
me
fucking
really.
clingy.
But I think
Yeah, just get a restraining order on her.
How do you mean?
I don't know. She got. I don't know. Has she gone bunny boiler yet?
Doesn't have to lead on to
I'm not sure. I think it's if she's not, it's
Are
coming.
you trying to tell me
Because
that you
doesn't
don't
she
want us
like
to
buy
see
him a
each other?
camera or something, and then the next day she's like, "Oh, and I bought you like a zoom lens, and I bought you the leather carry case," and he's like, "What the fuck?"
I think I'm trying to smother you. Now you are just trying to squirm out of this.
Oh my God, Janet, shut up!
Oh God, he's got the matching trousers.
Yeah.
Now, just because I care for someone and cook for them and sleep with them doesn't mean that I want to marry them.
So she's in like a roll neck leisure suit. I mean, oh my God.
I thought it was a tracksuit and she's got a roll neck jumper under it, but no, it's all the same thing.
It's all the same thing, isn't it? It's fucking awful.
I just don't understand why you want to end the relationship. And
So at least she stands out with like blue tracksuit, red room. So red hair, but in the world's most beige room.
I give up. Thanks for the meal. When you want to talk sensibly, just give me a ring, okay?
I'm off. Bye. Doesn't she like go round and trash his flat or something?
Isn't that when she goes proper psycho though?
Yeah. You bastard! You knew that was coming.
I mean, this is probably 5 years before Fatal Attraction.
But they could have based it on Janet Conway.
Fletcher.
Jim,
Have we
it's
had the
me.
right yet?
Jim, I just want to say that it doesn't bother me if you want
Isn't
to.
that why Sandy's in solitary?
I just want to be told about it, that's all. I don't want to be left
Because
out.
the
I wanna
right's
be
where the
part of your
prisoners
life.
find that she was an ex-con, don't they? Or that she'd done time on remand.
All right.
I think we must have had the. I think we must have had the
I'll
riot.
give you another excuse to avoid
Yeah.
me, darling.
Because I think that's why Sandy's in solitary.
Yes, because she was the instigator of it.
Yeah.
And that's why there's brought the Battens in.
Oh, what the
And
fuck are
that's
those
why Meg's
pictures
not
on
happy.
Jim's wall?
I don't know. What are they?
I don't know. One of them looked like a man standing, but with a chicken's head.
I love the way that they just hang like a net curtain on the wall to make it look like there's a window.
And also, he went home, and yet still appears to be in the same room.
Exactly the same. It looks like, yeah. In fact, no, that's Lizzie's hotel room. If you looked at that thing on the wall, that looked exactly like the hotel room that Lizzie's just been in.
Yeah.
All right, so it's right near the pub then. That's quite handy.
Cheap sets.
I can't sleep. I've been thinking
No,
about
because you're
what you
shitting
said.
yourself. Because you've been
don't
caught
bother
out,
about
love.
it. I never do.
Who have you been talking to? What have they said about me?
Surely Kate can work out that B's just been in hospital and who might have spoken to her.
A doctor.
Well, if somebody's spreading lies about
here.
She thinks it's someone inside, though.
Yeah, but she knows that B's just been to hospital.
Said. There's no one in here.
who then?
Fuck's sake, Kate. You're meant to be smart.
Slow hand clap.
Right in one. I spoke to a friend of yours.
Maybe not in one.
No.
Well, in one episode.
A Dr. Gibson. Ralph Gibson, I think it was.
She's not impressed with Ralph Gibson, is she?
Oh, Ralphie Gibbo.
Yeah, he spoke very highly of your boyfriend. Oh, well. Sweet dreams.
Fuck's sake, Janet.
So that is Jim's flat, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
With that lamp and those net curtains.
Even though it's identical to Janet's house.
Janet's house, yeah. Apart from the, they just changed the nets.
Oh, they went past that photo too quick. I couldn't see what it was.
The man with the chicken head.
As far as I'm concerned, it's chicken head, man. That's what it is.
That's probably the first time we've almost seen a sex scene, apart from the air hostess and the previous one. Was that the one we did where you got the gold bed in? And,
very early. It's a very early one, yeah.
Hadn't you better get back before you missed?
No rush. Mrs. Powell's the only other officer on duty. I'm not likely to run into her often.
Pity you officers don't go on strike
Mrs.
more
Powell.
often.
Yeah.
You know, for a screw, you're not too bad. Why do you do
I can't think of another occasion where stuff like that was happening and it wasn't like
like me, do you?
obviously like Len Murphy went and had a bit with a few of them, didn't he? But that was like forced. But can you think of any other examples where one of the prison officers was shagging one of the prisoners and they actually wanted it?
Find out.
Not really.
I can't think of that ever happening again.
But then again, I don't think it's a particularly sexy show.
No, it's
And
not. It's not.
I never have, and I think that's what. And I think having that element of it entirely removed is what makes it good, because you don't have any of that to worry about.
No, even when you've got
How
like,
short is that guy?
Mr. Fletcher, have you seen him, please?
No.
is this the same pub as the one that Lizzie was in?
I think it might have been, because it looked like there was the corner of that carpet wall.
Yeah, they just changed it round a little bit, didn't they? Different extras. So this is Jim in his lovely.
Right, so whose
brown and
beige
beige
house is he going to now, Matt? He's after Meg's beige house.
Jim, and what are you doing here this time of the night? And now don't tell me you've come to persuade me to forget the strike.
So this is Bob. This is Bob's house, isn't it?
I remember where this is going.
What?
This is where Janet goes bunny boiler, because he thinks he's shagging Meg.
Yes.
Because of Meg's mysterious allure.
Tiring day. Now, what happened? Lock yourself out of your flat?
Now,
I mean,
I'm sure
it is
that's-
quite beige. It's more brown than beige.
I'm sure that lamp is the one that we just seen in Jim's flat. It is. That's the same lamp.
Making me feel claustrophobic, Meg. I just
Well, maybe
can't
he
seem to
brought
get
it
away
with him.
from her.
Yeah, maybe.
When I brought it up tonight, she flew off the
There you
handle.
go.
She
He
made
just
me
admitted
that
it.
was somebody else. I can't seem to make her see that we can still be just friends.
She's nuts.
So I ended up storming out, and then she started plaguing me at home with phone calls.
So you jumped in your car?
Oh, right,
and
so it
drove
was
to see
Jim's
the
house.
reliable Meg.
Yes.
Well, as I said before, Jim, I just don't want to get involved.
I'm confused with
I
all
like
these
Janet and I
different
can understand
houses
your
that
feelings,
are
but I
identical.
don't want to take sides.
Yeah, because they do all look really similar.
Really,
Although
all I want's
this is
Meg's
Bob's house,
is
isn't it?
brown. Meg's is
I'll
browner,
sort it out with her in the morning.
but the other two were identical.
Yeah, they were. And it's also the same as Lizzie's hotel
I
room.
really appreciate it.
Yeah.
I just don't know what I'm going to do about her.
Do you reckon it's one room? It's just four corners there.
Yeah, and that's when you look at the end, that's what Grace Brothers do. They move the furniture around. So it's like the same set, and then Grace Brothers wheeling the beds and the.
That's why they
the
get such a
furniture.
prominent credit every time.
Yeah, they just move the furniture around.
Because they make every set look so different.
Yeah.
Janet, gonna see him coming out? Yeah.
And they've got to have a shot, yeah, with the lights going out, yeah. Oh, Jim. Oh, Jim. Oh, Meg. You can see what's going on in their head, can't you? Oh dear, she's not happy.
Bunny's gonna get it. Bunny's gonna get it.
I love that phone. I wish we still had phones like that.
I want to apologise about our
To be
discussion
fair
last
to
night.
Meg, that is exactly the sort of phone I expected to have.
Yeah. When you're married to Bob.
I thought about it overnight.
With Jim
and
lurking
you know
around in the
what?
background.
I have been allowing the department and Ted Douglas in particular to dictate to me.
Ted Douglas in the department?
So, has Erica
point
worked
is,
all night?
I'm
Because she's
prepared
got the
to
same
take
frock
the
on as
stand.
yesterday.
I wondered if you could come
Well, she
in and
left
discuss
at the
it
end
and
of
we could
the
approach department
last scene she
together.
was in.
Oh, yes, I'd be
So
glad to.
maybe she's gone home to a home office.
Yeah,
Guess what?
maybe.
Erica's
Ooh,
going
God,
back to the
peanut
union.
butter.
We're going to
Can't stand
confront Douglas
peanut
this
butter.
morning.
Good. The sooner everyone's back to work, the better.
Now, hold on. The strike's not over yet. We'll
Oh,
see what
Meg,
the
I like your
department
coffee
says
pot.
first. Oh, yes, help yourself to breakfast. I'm sorry I can't get you any bacon and eggs, but I want to get to work straight away.
No worries. I'll just help myself to some coffee, then I'll pop home and change. I'm due in at work later myself.
Well, I'll see you there then.
Yeah, Meg.
I mean, that was at best a quarter of a cup you just poured there,
Actually,
Jim.
I'm thinking you. I haven't slept so soundly for ages, just knowing that there was a man in the house.
Oh, a bit of Madeline Bell in the
Oh, don't
background.
worry. I won't.
Bye.
See you later.
Love is all we need. How many times did they play that song? I think the first time we seen it was in Gail Summers' flat.
Come on, break it up. You lot are supposed to be on strike.
Is it reckon because they didn't have any rights
Yeah,
to any
they're
of the
very
songs?
very limited with the
Maybe
background music.
Grundy owned the rights to it.
I think they did. I think they did.
This is my cell too, remember? Have you taken in lodgers while I've been away?
So Sandy's been released.
Hey, Steve-o!
Do you know what? I think I'm getting really addicted to coffee because we've just seen Jim drink coffee and she's making coffee, and I just thought, Greg, I'm going to ask you in a minute if I can go make a coffee. Can't. It's too late. It's too late in the day. Just people saying coffee. I'm like, oh, coffee.
I have loads of coffee.
Do you?
I've got a machine right next to my bed so I can make coffee.
Do you do that first thing in the morning or last thing at night?
Without getting out of bed, yeah. So I can have my first coffee without. And then I've got a proper espresso machine in the kitchen.
Oh, nice.
Well, I might as well, mightn't I? I am obviously not going
All
to
round to yours for a coffee then.
Well, I'm shit at making them, unfortunately.
Yeah, people always say that.
Yeah, but it's like it cost me £500. It was it was a lockdown purchase.
Right,
So
but you still use it.
What do you mean?
Yeah, it's really good. It's got a 10-year guarantee
She
on it.
made it very clear that I was
We bought.
That's a quality coffee machine. They're offering a 10-year guarantee.
We got a bread maker.
Oh, anyway.
But we don't use it
was
anymore.
doing that.
We don't use it anymore because I put on about 5 stone in weight.
I got a coffee machine. I got a coffee grinder as well. Yeah. So I just thought I'm drinking loads of coffee. I might as well drink loads of good coffee.
Can you see the actress that's playing Sandy? They're starting to not. Like she was sat on the chair hiding her tummy, so she must be starting to show that she's pregnant. They're like every scene she's in, they're like not showing her tummy.
When she walked in, they were filming her from a weird angle from behind as well.
Yeah, so she must be starting to look pregnant.
Preggers.
But it's a small compromise, surely.
Yes, all right.
Erica's got different clothes on now, hasn't she?
Right, so the timeline is she left,
What have you been up to?
went home, came back to make the phone call to Meg,
in the
went
same
home
dress.
again, and then has come back again in a different frock.
Yeah, a bit of an error there.
But on the same day as she phoned, yeah. So we know that was early in the morning as well because Jim was having his breakfast.
That was sneaky.
Yeah,
we can piece this all together.
Come in.
Unless she was doing the night
I
shift.
transferred Edwards back to a cell, Mrs. Davidson.
but like you say, Jim was having his unless she's in a different time zone.
Yes, Mrs. Barfield.
Good, well, you can sign off.
Well, Australia, isn't
Well,
it?
the women are getting a bit restive about breakfast. Should I stay and help supervise distribution?
Well, so maybe she was doing the night shift, and when she left, it was like 7:30 in the morning.
And
So
then
when
she's
she
gone
called
home,
Meg, she was
freshened up and come back.
Jim's having breakfast, and then she comes back again. Yeah.
It's the size of his
Yeah.
pay packet.
So yeah, it's not a plot hole. We've just worked it out. It's fine.
Yes, I think we have.
All that remains now.
I love a Mimo. We
I
don't
hate
do stuff like
Mimo.
that anymore.
I hate Mimo.
Do you hate Mimo?
Mr. Douglas, please.
Yeah.
It's Erica Davidson here.
It's like
Erica
it's same when people say data. It annoys me. I don't know why.
Does it? Does it really?
Data and Mimo.
God knows what she'd taken, but she was not Will. The screws must have been blind not to pick it.
Who was on duty?
Yeah, like the angle that she sat at there. She's clearly hiding her belly, isn't she?
They'd soon see something was going
Yeah,
on.
that's how I sit all the time.
Her into trouble, so I kept my
So you don't look pregnant.
Exactly.
She can handle herself pretty well.
Oh, I can look after myself, all right.
Sandy's right. You want to let yourself recover from surgery.
Piss off.
If you've got any
So that was a great look from me. It was a shut up, Kate,
Yeah.
without saying a word.
Hey, I can look after myself. They make us.
I wonder what biscuits they're eating. Do you think they're like ginger nuts or something? Or
They're going to be the cheapest biscuits available, aren't they? They're going to be rich tea.
well, they're a bit chocolatey looking, aren't they? Or
So,
dark looking.
how does Mara get the stuff inside?
The malted milk. Maybe they're malted milk.
Yeah, yeah.
All the shit biscuits.
What about it, Kate?
What?
How does Mara get hold of that junk?
No idea.
Oh, yeah? I'll bet. You sure you didn't lay in a supply of pills while you're working in the examination room?
Certainly not.
Is the Phantom? Is this the Phantom Lagger thing? Is this in the way, or is this the start of it?
Yeah,
Do
it
you know
could
something
be,
I
couldn't
don't?
it?
Just a little something I heard from one of the doctors at the hospital who knew her.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he wouldn't trust her
Oh,
as far
dear.
as he could spit. I'm just biding my time till I find out more.
What's this all about?
She's got some sort of guilt complex. She feels indebted to me because I diagnosed her kidney failure, and she's looking for an excuse now to rid herself of the debt.
Well, thank you, Doc, but I think I'd prefer a second opinion.
Look, we've got enough problems without fighting amongst ourselves.
So who's fighting?
Mm.
I'm just saying that sooner or later we will find out a little more about our lady, Doctor. And then we'll see.
The thing is, Kate's behaviour.
I'm happy to.
How everyone didn't realise it was her straight away. I've got no idea.
It's a bit obvious, really, isn't
I'm
it?
sure we can get them
Yeah.
on the job immediately. No, of course not.
Who was the guy? Who was the prostitute murdering
Goodbye.
guy they got in?
Neil Murray.
Neil
The
Murray.
Nurse Murray.
It's similar to that, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah, it's pretty obvious.
So obvious. It's too obvious that you go, well, it can't be him because that would be too obvious.
It must be him.
To make certain no one is
It can't be him. It must be him.
Is that a double bluff? Because you go, well, there's no way that they'd be this obvious. Oh, they have been.
Yeah, because the
The
murders
last thing
don't
I-
start till he arrives.
Yeah, the last thing I was expecting was it to obviously be the guy who it makes most likely that it was going to be all along.
How soon do you think the officers will be back on duty?
Well, I'll phone around and get them in for a special meeting.
Occam's
And
razor.
no doubt, we'll have the afternoon shift on as rostered.
Well, I'm glad we solved that problem and still remain
Oh, for
friends.
fuck's sake. And then home for tea.
Wow.
Oh, yes. This is when she goes bunny boiler.
She's trashed his flat.
Well, it could have been anyone.
That poor lamp. Wow.
It was safer at Meg's.
And that's it. Oh my god. So, who's burgled Jim's flat? It's Janet. Not much of a cliffhanger, was it?
I don't think it's burgled. I think it's just trashed, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, yeah, trashed. Who trashed his house?
Ernie Barman. Good to see him get credited. He was doing a lot of work. And the rain falls down. Colin Christmas? Are we too early for Colin Christmas?
I don't know. Or maybe we're too late.
No, he's definitely around like the 400s. Hey!
Hey, Colin Christmas, yeah, location cameraman.
I don't know why it makes me happy every time I see his name, but it does.
Oh my god, the hairdressing isn't Gilbert Broadway, it's someone else. And the catering was Friar's Tuck. I mean, that food looked shit. That is some of the
Friar's
shittest
Tucker.
food. Yeah, Friar's
But
Tucker.
I always think that food means they did the catering for the production rather than made the food that was on the table.
I always used to think that the food was FT. Friar's Tucker or fucking terrible. It's a bit of a joke,
Both.
isn't it?
Both work, don't they?
They do. So that was 1981 that was filmed.
Yeah. So we're hurtling towards Prisoner in Concert at this point.
Yeah, that's true, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, actually, yeah, because that must be at the end of this year. Must be at the end of 81. Because Jim can't be around for that much longer.
No, because it's just before he left, isn't it?
Yeah.
So what would, I suppose, is this like where you ask me what I would like to happen next?
What would you have liked to have happened?
What would
next?
I like to have happen
You'll
next?
know. You'll know what happens
Yeah.
next.
Yeah, of course, yeah. So what I would like to have happen next is Jim goes into work and starts bawling out Janet, accusing her of trashing his flat, and she denies it, and he slaps her. Erica walks in and sees
What you want
it.
is so what you want to have happened next is violence against women.
Violence against women, yeah. So Janet's getting beaten to a pulp by Jim in the tea room, and Erica and Meg witness it. And Steve has to wrestle Jim to the ground, and Jim is taken away and never seen again. Janet gets all the sympathy, because everybody's like, "Oh my God, that's so bad that happened to you at work," and she's like, "I know, isn't it terrible? Isn't Jim horrible?" And it's all because of what's happened to him and blah blah blah. So we never see Jim again. So that's him gone now. And Janet gets all the sympathy, and then Kate manages to pull the wool over the eyes again, and gets a bit of an extension. And there'd be something that would happen that Kate would redeem herself for a little bit.
Okay, what if, going down this similar path, Jim attacks Janet?
Yeah.
Kate Peterson is the one to stop Jim.
Yes.
And there,
she then
yes. How would that help her? Because she's just saved a screw.
Because
most women would be indifferent to it.
So she'd be like, she starts flirting with Jim. And she's
she beats off Jim, not like that, but she beats off Jim, and then she starts blackmailing. So the women see how physically powerful she is by beating.
And then they're scared of her.
I'm just gonna have to keep saying it. They see how powerful she is. She beats him off.
She beats him off.
Right, and the other women are suddenly like, "Wow,
we can't mess with this bitch.
This is one tough bitch." Yeah,
yeah. So the tables turn, and Kate then, maybe then she becomes the top dog. B's kidney transplant fails, and B has to go back to hospital. So B's out of it again, while the actress goes off and does another panto.
More panto, yeah.
More panto. More time without B. Kate then becomes the top dog, gets rid of Sandy in the way that potentially she still does with the garbage truck. And Kate is then the top dog, and then all hell breaks loose.
I think that would have been a good avenue to go down. I think that might have worked.
She's blackmailing Jim because she's like, if you don't do as I say, I'm going to expose that you were beating Janet up, because nobody's going to want that on the record. Yeah, it's all a mess.
Like Janet's face by the end of the episode.
Yes, with smashed
when Jim's
in teeth.
Been beating her up, yeah.
Which is what we'd like to see.
It's quite weird. I've seen the actress who played Janet in other stuff, and she's very attractive. But for some reason, Janet Conway does absolutely nothing for me.
Yeah, she's a bit... I think it's her personality rather than her looks, isn't it?
Yeah, but I like a redhead, and so I thought when she's like hair down, I thought, hey, there's Janet with hair down, but no, it did nothing for me.
I suppose that blue polyester leisure suit doesn't help either.
That really didn't help. Although, to be honest, if you're going to wear it stood next to Jim Fletcher wearing a brown
with the brown one. Oh my God.
Because it just looks so much better comparatively.
I think you're right though. I think that era, the 200s, are good episodes.
So much good stuff in there.
And I just think that whole storyline with Lizzie, you just know it's not going to work out. Lizzie being on the outside, she's so lonely, and it's like, what's she supposed to do other than get pissed every day?
You see, I'm at a difficult position now because obviously we have Quiz in a Cell Block H.
Yes,
Quiz in a Cell Block H.
I was just pointing to the fact that they just announced it when I edit this. But you'll get all of these. So
are you going to make me do multiple choice? Are you going to not do it for me?
I don't know. I might make you do Jeopardy again.
Why not? So, how's Quiz in the Cell Block H done this season then? Because
everyone else gets it normally. Everyone else gets question and 4 multiple choice answers.
And I don't get any multiple choices.
Well, no, because you'll find it boring, these questions, because I know all of these. I wrote this quiz.
You wrote it.
So I know all of these because I was able to write this.
Yeah.
You'll know all of these.
It's fine. Let's do it. I've been looking forward to it.
All right. Because
I bet you've done it even more special this time, so it's totally random.
Well, to be honest, it's quite difficult to keep thinking up questions. So I've now done 50 questions on Prison Cell Block H.
Wow.
So it's it's difficult to keep the gold coming. The gold standard that I've already set is difficult to maintain that high level.
I'm sure you can do it.
Okay. Quiz and Cell Block H. Question 1. These are the 4 answers. I want to know what the question is.
Well, I see. Right. Okay. All right then.
So, yeah. So, it's a great idea for a game show if no one's ever heard of Jeopardy. Question 1. Officer at a prison. Taxidermist. Lion tamer. Butcher.
Who? Well, so it's going to be what job did somebody do, but who am I going to think of? Let's say Mrs. Powell. What job did Mrs. Powell do?
The question was, what was Joan Ferguson's occupation immediately before she came to Wentworth?
Oh, right.
Weirdly, you'd have got that one. But
Yeah.
I like the idea that she was a butcher. I don't know why that feels.
She could have been, couldn't she?
Yeah. You can see her working with meat. You really can.
Oh my god, yeah. And then bringing some home for the dog.
With a big cleaver. You can see Joan doing that. Yeah.
Chopping away.
Yeah. Okay, question 2. These are the answers. Pretending to be a robot for deaf kids. Hiding inside a van full of old typewriters. Putting on a big hat and just walking out. Concealing themselves inside a giant cake.
So the question is, so 2 of those did happen, didn't they? Because I can't think of anybody. What was the second answer again?
Hiding inside a van full of old typewriters.
Oh yeah, someone did do that. The one that nobody did was the. I think I'm going to go with the Myra one with the hat. So I don't know. Is
Putting
it like
on a big hat and
putting
walking
on a
out.
big hat and walking out? What did Myra do at the end of the fate?
Okay, you were very, very close.
Was I? Was I close
you
enough to get it?
You got the wrong answer and and the wrong question, but you were in the right ballpark, which is which of these escape methods was never attempted on the show?
Oh, well, I did actually say that the last one was never done, so I should get half a point for that because I ain't going to get many other points on this, am I?
That's not the way quizzes work, unfortunately.
No, it's not. It's not.
Question
3.
Vicky Sampson, Valerie Phillips, Vera Bennett, Veronica Tits.
Say the first one again.
Vicky Sampson.
So like Valerie, was it Valerie Simpson? Wasn't that Bee's mate?
Vicky Sampson, Valerie Phillips, Vera Bennett, Veronica Tits.
Well, Vera Bennett's the only one. No, Valerie's name wasn't Phillips. Vera Bennett's the only one that's the actual real character. So, which of these was a prison officer for the first 200 episodes of the show?
Well, you got the correct answer, so you get 1 point for this. But there's a clue there in Veronica Tits, which is what's the real name of the officer nicknamed Vinegar Tits?
Oh, right.
So Veronica Tits was a bit of a clue.
Veronica Tits, yeah.
That's the level of some of these. Right.
Well, at least I've got 1 point now.
Yeah, 1 point. Yeah, so
1 point.
You're already not finishing last.
Really? Someone's. Oh, right. Okay.
I think so. I can't remember. I don't pay attention to these. Right. These are the answers to question 4. Bugger it. Eat my shorts. Freeze, motherfucker. Or frig me sideways.
Which of these phrases was used by Lizzie Birdsworth?
There you go.
Really? Have I got that right?
Yeah. Easy as that.
Well, I knew she wasn't going to say eat my shorts.
Or freeze, motherfucker.
Freeze, motherfucker. Oh, yeah. Come on, I'm on a roll now, Greg. Next question.
Okay. He used to give me roses. Tiny kangaroo down sport. On the inside, here comes the hot stepper.
What is the name of the theme tune of Prisoner Cell Block H?
So which one?
On the inside. Because there'd be some people that would think it was he used to give me roses, but it's on the inside, isn't it?
Literally half the people think it's he used to give me roses.
Really? Yeah. And not here comes the hot stepper.
That's my go-to answer on things. When people talk about, what song would you have played at your wedding, funeral,
at your funeral, yeah.
I always say, "Here come the hot stepper," because
why not?
It's a funny answer, and also it saves me having to think of one. So you go, have you got this? So it's now actually in my will. That
Really?
When I die, yeah, they're going to play "Here Come the Hot Stepper" at my
Well,
funeral.
why not? Why not?
Question 6.
Question 6.
Tony, Jeff, Mike, and Clive. Philip, James, Eddie, and Ralph. Percy, Conrad, Nigel, and Rupert. John, Paul, George, and Bongo.
So it's the second lot, and it's which of these were Pixie's husbands?
That's it. Who was Pixie
Really?
Mason married to? Philip,
Yeah.
James, Eddie, and Ralph.
Yeah, I knew it. Wow,
Okay.
I'm impressed with myself on that.
Question 7. Muttley, Gromit, Spike, Hong Kong Fooey. Open brackets. #1 super guy who plays.
So they're obviously all dogs.
Oh, I could take that and little soundbite there and insert that somewhere else in the show. And just
Yeah,
make it
you
sound
could
like
do,
you've been-
couldn't you?
Yeah.
They're obviously all dogs.
Don't keep saying that. It's a bit harsh.
And Spike was a character that we spoke about earlier, near the end. So, but I'm trying to think, was there a dog in the show called Spike at some point as well? I don't know. But Spike's the one that's not one of the dogs from other places. So it's got to be which one of these characters was transferred from Blackmore? I don't know.
Oh. You
Was
get,
it the right answer?
you get 1 point for the right answer.
Right.
The question was, which prisoner shared her name with an animated dog?
Oh, then, so it's Spike, isn't it?
Yeah. Sadly not Hong Kong Fooey. No one
And I
said
did
Hong
say
Kong
they were all.
Fooey, yeah?
Could you imagine though an inmate called Hong Kong Fooey?
Yeah, and I think it's a brilliant name for an inmate.
It would be a good. It would be a good nickname, wouldn't it?
One of the background characters. It'd be great.
What would be good is if like some, because I suppose like Hong Kong's not that far from Australia. Somebody could have been caught smuggling drugs, but then if it was drugs, that like B would want to beat them up, wouldn't they? But there's got to be something that you could get done for coming back from Hong Kong, like maybe I don't know, gold or something. Or what would you traffic through Hong Kong? I don't know. But it would be good, wouldn't it? And you get called Hong Kong Fooey because of it.
I just like the idea of there being no explanation, but one of the background prisoners just been referred to as Hong Kong Fooey.
Yeah, it could be, couldn't it?
Yeah, you know, Barry Cryer at the back, and next to her is Hong Kong Fooey. Just one episode where they say Barry Cryer, you got a visitor. Hong Kong Fooey, you got this, and
or like mail call.
Yeah, a prisoner you've never seen before, just in the background, responding to the name Hong Kong Fooey.
Me.
Yeah.
Or like when they do the you know, like when they've got them lined up in the corridor and they go through the the register. Yeah.
But it's never referred to before or after. It's just in one scene they refer to one of the prisoners as Hong Kong Fooey.
It
like
would be
it's their
cool.
actual name. Yeah.
It would be good.
And it would make that question a lot more difficult.
Absolutely.
Okay. Question 8. Queen Bee. Caged Women. Trouble at Wedlock. The Les Dennis Laughter Show.
Right. So I'm going to say, what was the name of Prisoner when it was shown in Canada? And the answer is Caged Women.
That
is
is
that right?
correct.
Is that right?
Pretty much exactly how it's written.
I'm better at this than I thought I would be. I think I've got into it now.
Just imagine how easy this would have been and boring for you.
Yeah,
If
of course.
it was question and
It would
answer.
have been.
Yeah.
It would have been. What's going to be quite scary is if at the end of this I've got more points than anybody else, even though I've done it Jeopardy style.
No, I don't think that could happen.
No.
Question 9, you'll get this one as well. 'Cause this
Well,
is one of the
you never
ones that
know,
I-
you never know.
No, I do, because this is one of the ones I write for my own entertainment.
Come on then.
Betty Bobbitt, Daphne Daggett, Marcy Moffat, or Toffee Poppet?
Who played Judy Bryant? And it's Betty
Yeah.
Bobbitt.
Yeah. I think I just wanted lots of silly names.
Because I was re-listening a couple of weeks ago, and you had Tracy Piggleton, didn't you? Instead of Amanda Muggleton, and that was what one of your other co-hosts was it Angela Mercantile? Where did that come from? Where did that
I
come
don't know.
Angela Mercantile.
I don't know. And the weird thing about that, you can't tell on the episode. He was thinking for so fucking long.
Really?
And that was the answer he came out with.
And
after
it was
about
so
a good 10 minutes of thinking.
Wow.
And he came up with a name, something no one's called that. No one in the world is called that.
I can't even think of an actor called Angela in the whole show. But Mercantile, that's not even a name I've ever heard before.
No, that's what made it the shittest quiz answer ever.
I mean, like if it was a name that there was
Angela Jones, you could have said.
You could say, well, there's loads of people called Jones, but Mercantile. Do you know what? In the years to come, you've got to kind of use that name somewhere as a reference to this podcast. That's my challenge. Get Angela Mercantile out there into the real world, like an email address or something called Angela.Mercantile.
After that episode, I was tempted to set up a Facebook account for Angela Mercantile.
Do it.
But that's
start
18
the rumor.
months old, that episode now.
Start a rumour and do a Wikipedia page on her that she was an actor. Get her on IMDb.
Do you know how much? But then, if you're doing like Wikipedia, you then have to cross-reference it with things.
Yeah, that's
so I'd
true,
have to
actually.
create
That's
the
true.
cross-references.
That's
Maybe
true
it can be like a group. Maybe it can be like a group task. Maybe I have to put it somewhere and just see. Right, how can we create an Angela Mercantile?
That's what you need to do. You need to start the spider's web of it. You're totally right about Wikipedia, because I created a page on Wikipedia for something. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but I did create a page for something that is real, legit, does exist. Oh my god, the amount of people that were like, oh, you can't say that, you can't prove it, like, where's the links? I'm like, it's a thing that really exists. Yeah, but you haven't evidenced it, and like, we're gonna they're so anal, aren't they?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
What we used to do ages ago was we used to change loads of things on Wikipedia.
Did ya?
Yeah, loads. And if you do so many, they're getting changed back really, really quick.
Yeah.
But also, if you do so many, some of them get missed, which to my knowledge, some of them are still there today, just because they
because
were
of
just
what you did.
Yeah.
That's good though. That's like your contribution to the internet. One of your contributions to the internet.
I saw one of them mentioned somewhere else.
Really?
It was about 10 years after that I'd done this, and it was referenced in like a mail out as like a
as
a
like
little
a fact.
Yeah,
and you just made it like 10 years before.
It's like one of those throwaway facts. They go, did you know that so and so and so, and I went,
good for you.
I think I made that up. And I went back and checked, and it was still on that Wikipedia page. And
Excellent.
I went,
and that's where they're sourcing it from.
So they got this information from Wikipedia, which I'd added.
Well, you know what, Greg? That's on them. If they're going to rely on that,
don't use Wikipedia for research.
That's on them.
Exactly.
Have we got another question?
You got one question left.
That's the last question, right? Come on then, make it a hard one. So we've spoke about Jim getting beaten off. I'm asking you to make it hard for me.
I'm no Jim Fletcher.
No.
Lou, Lurch, Lexi, Mervyn fucking Pringle.
Oh my god. So I need to think now. Would you actually have a question dedicated to MFP? And
Does that mean?
Others all start
I think
with
that
an L.
stands for multi-function printer, doesn't it?
Mervyn fucking Pringle.
I'm going to start referring to the multi-function
MFP.
printers at work as Mervyn
fucking Pringle. Yeah, do it. So the others are all starting. So it's Lou, Lurch, Lexi, or MFP. I'm going to go out with a bang. Which one of these gets pissy over his copper saucepan being damaged? Which one of these prisoner characters gets arsey over their copper saucepan being damaged? And it's Mervyn fucking Pringle.
You reckon I'd put that question in?
I don't know, Greg, but that's what I'm going to go with. Which one of these prisoner characters proper had a strap on for their copper pot?
Keep it above the waist, please. Come on.
Their copper pot.
We've got to be carry on up the Wentworth.
That copper pot
incidentally does sound like a Carry On film title.
Yeah, it does actually, doesn't it? And you could probably get Donna to write it. With Vera getting the girls out doing exercises in their underwear.
Vera's played by Joan Sims. The Freak's played by Hattie Jakes.
Yes.
Here comes Kenneth Williams from the department.
Who would be Kenneth? Yeah, Kenneth Williams from the department. Mr. Williams, come on, girls, do your exercises. Yeah, I think the question is which one of these prisoner characters had got really, really arsey and had a meltdown over their copper saucepan being damaged, and it's MFP. That's
Okay.
what I think. So it's not that, is it?
No. Question 10 was whose opening credits mugshot appeared the most out of these characters. But
I think my question was more interesting. Sorry, Greg.
you have somehow scored 7 points.
7 out of 10. What the? Really?
70% on Jeopardy. Just goes to show this quiz is too easy.
Yeah, because and have I scored more than some of the other contributors?
I think so. I can't remember.
Oh
but
my
yeah,
God.
I'm pretty sure that 7.
But you know what?
I'm pretty sure only 2 have got more than that.
You know what? It's all fun. Even if you get 0, it's the taking part that matters. It's still a good laugh.
It's mainly because I want to say Toffee Poppet. That's mainly the reason the quiz exists.
Very good.
Okay, so the only thing left to do is the popular stroke unpopular feature.
This is becoming.
People seem to like this or fucking hate this.
I love it
because it keeps having cruelty to animals in.
Well, yeah, but apart from that, I love it.
And it is what would happen next in Prisoner Cell Block H if. So we want to take something from the episode we just watched, episode 251,
right,
and change it and ask the. I'm hopeful this is what's happening, is that all these different storylines are being.
There's a few, isn't there?
They're all being learned by. No, I mean the ones that we make.
Sorry,
up,
no. What I was going to say
they're all going into the AI, and so it will reference other stories whilst trying to create a new story.
What I mean was, in the episode we've just watched, you've got B finding out that Kate is a wrong 'un.
Mm.
You've got Lizzie being in the hotel and being drunk. You've got Erica and Meg having had a spat, but now having made it up. What would say?
Janet going bunny boiler.
Janet going bunny boiler. But I kind of think I wouldn't want that any other way.
You can bring back Paul Reid.
What would happen if? What would have happened in Prisoner Cell Block H if? Well, maybe we bring back Paul Reid because we do love him, and we did mention him, and in
we can have a storyline that references that episode, and also have Paul Reid comes back at the end.
So that bit of paper that Lizzie dropped in the hotel that had got Myra Desmond's phone number on. What if it had also had Paul Reid's number on?
Well, she'd lost it, so.
But don't they find it? And so what if the barman had picked it up, given it back to her? Lizzie rings Myra. Myra's on the blower with someone else, so she takes the next name. Oh, Paul Reid. And what if Lizzie had got in touch with Paul Reid? Because he's in Adelaide running the garage, but maybe he's not. Maybe that's not worked out. Maybe he's come back. Maybe he's gone back into social work. What would have happened in Prisoner Cell Block H if Lizzie had contacted Paul Reid? Are we only allowed one?
No, you can tag one onto the end of it. I quite like it when the stories converge.
What would have happened? Let's just say that Janet shoots Jim. Because she just can't take it that he's slept with Meg, even though he hasn't. So she pulls a gun on.
What if he does sleep with Meg?
Yeah. What if? Yeah. That's it. What if he does sleep with Meg, and Bob finds out? So Janet was right. Janet's not paranoid. He did sleep with her. Bob Morris, the man, the mustache, discovers that his wife has been getting jiggy with a work colleague. And as we already said, Lizzie at the hotel rings Paul Reid. That's going to really fuck things up, isn't it, in the AI world?
Who do you want Janet to kill, Meg or Jim?
I think she's going to kill Jim because we don't want to get rid of Meg. Come on, we're not going to have brains in orange sauce. We're not going to have Dennis threatening to kill her. and making her strip down to whatever it is she's wearing. We're not going to have the joy of Meg's new hairdo. We've got to keep Meg. We're not going to have the scenes where Meg and Dennis do the decorating and end up having sex.
Yeah, how would we
need to
carry on without these?
We need to keep Meg in it. It's Jim. Janet kills Jim and comes back into prison.
Okay.
As an inmate. Right.
So what I've got, what would
We've
happen
already
next?
written it ourselves.
What would happen next in Prison Cell Block H if, in episode 251, a drunken Lizzie, recently released, calls ex-social worker Paul Reid, who left Wentworth a year ago, and he returns to the show?
Yes.
Meanwhile, Jim Fletcher sleeps with Meg Morris. Bob Morris finds out, and Janet Conway kills Jim out of jealousy.
Got it. That's it.
And also, I quite like it. It gives the episodes titles, which they don't have. So this one's called Old Friends, Old Enemies. That's the title of the episode.
Old Friends, Old Enemies.
Freshly released and several drinks worse for wear, Lizzie Birdsworth decides there is only one person who can help her sort her out her life. Paul Reid. Late at night, she phones him out of the blue. At first, he thinks it's a prank call. Then he hears Lizzie's unmistakable voice. Okay. Paul, love, I've made a terrible mess of things again. Against his better judgment, Paul Reid agrees to return.
Oh, yes.
When Paul arrives, former colleagues are shocked to see him.
Yeah.
Some are pleased. Others wonder why he would voluntarily return to Wentworth-related chaos.
Yes.
Paul quickly discovers that almost everyone has a problem they want him to solve. Within a day, he regrets answering the telephone.
Good old Lizzie. She's brought him back.
Meanwhile, rumours begin circulating about a growing relationship between Jim Fletcher and Meg Morris.
Oh, yes.
The gossip spreads through staff and prisoners alike. Some dismiss it as nonsense. Others become convinced it's true. When Bob Morris hears about it, he is furious. He confronts both Meg and Jim. The resulting arguments become the talk of Wentworth. Even people who don't know the facts begin taking sides. The most dangerous reaction comes from Janet Conway. Already emotionally volatile, Janet has become increasingly obsessed with Jim. She convinces herself that she has been betrayed. Her behavior grows more erratic as the episode progresses.
Oh my God, more erratic.
One night, Jim Fletcher fails to return home. The following morning, he is discovered dead under suspicious circumstances.
Oh my God, Jim. What have I done to Jim? Jim's dead.
We've created a whodunit. Well, we know.
Wow.
But,
of course, yeah, we know it's Janet.
The prison is thrown into shock. No one can believe it. The immediate questions are, was it connected to the scandal? Was it revenge? Was somebody framing someone else?
Yes, because people might think it's Bob that's done it.
Suspicion falls on several people, including Bob and including Janet, and including individuals with entirely separate grudges. Al Stewart.
Didn't think of that. Didn't think of that.
150 episodes previously. Al Stewart.
Didn't think of that.
Who
it's clever,
investigates?
Isn't it, this?
Who investigates? Paul Reid.
Paul Reid investigates. Oh, right. I thought you were going to say Inspector Grace, but no.
Why?
Paul Reid.
Paul Reid's been brought back for a reason.
Brought back Paul. Yeah, of course. Yeah. Oh, Greg, this is wonderful.
Paul Reid unexpectedly becomes involved in helping piece together events. Unlike the others, he has enough distance from the current conflicts to see inconsistencies. As he interviews staff and prisoners, apparently he's allowed to do that.
Do you think he'll like take over his old office to do it?
I reckon he would, yeah. And he'd be standing there with his hands in his pockets playing bucket billiards at the back of the room.
Did he have a pipe as well sometimes?
He did, but generally just in his mouth because he had both hands wedged into his pockets all the time.
Pockets, yeah.
As he interviews staff and prisoners, he uncovers hidden rivalries, old resentments, and contradictory witness statements. Oh, this one still goes. But yeah. Paul discovers evidence that appears to connect Janet to Fletcher's final movements.
Yes.
Before he can tell anyone, he receives an anonymous warning. Leave this alone and go back to where you came from.
Oh my God.
The camera cuts between Janet sitting alone, Meg struggling with guilt and rumours, Bob facing police questions, and
Bob.
Paul staring at the evidence.
And what is the evidence?
Maybe we'll come to it. Nobody agrees on what happened. Everyone has a theory, and every theory seems to make things worse. Paul Reid decides he's not leaving until he understands the truth.
Yeah.
What he discovers is a mess. Several people saw Fletcher arguing with different individuals on the same day. Rumours have become so exaggerated that witnesses can't remember what they actually saw. Half of Wentworth appears to be withholding information. Paul begins to suspect that gossip is obscuring the real story. Meg finds herself under enormous scrutiny.
Yeah.
Reporters start calling. Well, they were already
there at the gate, weren't they?
Yeah,
they were already at the gate.
Yeah. At least this would kind of make more sense if she was a murder suspect. Management want explanation. The women want answers. Meg becomes increasingly frustrated by the wild rumours circulating around the prison. At one point, she walks into the staff room and discovers 3 entirely different versions of events being discussed simultaneously, and none of them are accurate. Meanwhile, Lizzie Bursworth decides she will solve the mystery herself.
Oh, good old Lizzie.
This is not a good idea. Her investigation consists mainly of asking intrusive questions, writing notes on beer coasters, and drawing arrows between random names. Surprisingly, one of her observations turns out to be useful. No one can work out whether it was insight or luck. I think we all know. Attention increasingly turns towards Janet Conway. It's a proper good story, isn't it?
Yes. This is like a whole episode in itself, isn't it?
She's nervous, withdrawn, and clearly hiding something. However, Paul Reid begins noticing a problem. Janet's behaviour makes her look suspicious, but that doesn't necessarily mean she's responsible. The more he investigates, the less straightforward the case becomes. Paul eventually uncovers evidence suggesting that Fletcher's final evening involved a meeting nobody previously mentioned. A witness recalls seeing him leave to speak with someone, but the witness never saw who it was.
Oh.
This revelation changes everything.
Yeah?
Several assumptions. Paul receives access to a forgotten file connected to Fletcher's last days. Inside,
Forgotten file.
It's probably under F.
Yeah. F for forgotten.
Inside is information that could explain why so many people have been acting strangely. Before he can read it completely, the lights go out during a prison power failure. In the confusion, the file disappears.
Oh my God.
The final shot shows a figure walking away with the missing folder while alarms echo. The unidentified figure is shown to be Janet Conway.
So she makes off with the file.
Freeze frame
would have implicated her probably.
That's
so good, Greg. That's so good. And you know what? No animal cruelty.
I could put. Can you add animal cruelty?
No, because you can tag this episode as being animal cruelty free.
Yeah, this is the rare one.
This is the one. This is the one with that little sticker on it.
No dogs were harmed in the making of this episode.
No dogs were harmed in the making of this episode.
That is a proper good story, isn't it?
No dogs were harmed. Yeah, it really is, because you could kind of see that happening. That's actually better than what did happen next.
I kind of like Paul Reid PI as well.
Yeah, because like what does happen next? Lizzie gets more drunk, and then isn't there the bit where she gets the taxi somewhere and then she can't pay for it, and then they take her back to prison or something, and then doesn't Meg get a call to say that she's drunk or something, and
something like that.
And obviously Janet and Jim have a nonsense.
Kind of fizzles out. Janet and Jim just fizzles out after
Yeah,
this.
it does, doesn't it? It does. So Paul Reid coming back and Lizzie joining the dots on a beer coast. It's much better. It's much better.
So Paul Reid PI and old Lizzie Marple.
Lizzie Marple. and we've got a prison power cut, so they're going to have to bring back Eddie the electrician to sort that out, or someone. True. That's got potential in it.
Or Steve, the doctor stroke handyman.
Dr. Steve the handyman. He could. That could be maybe like how he gets the idea, and then he comes back later on. There's so much that could happen there.
I'm proper gutted that that's not a real story, because that sounds brilliant, and I can picture that ending.
It would be good. In fact, we could probably film it. I can see how it gets filmed, and like you could see that mystery figure walking down the corridor with the file.
Yeah, presumably that's the end of Janet's character. Janet is gone after that.
Yeah, because why would you hang around? Because she's killed him. She's got away with it. She's got the file. She's got the evidence that implicates her.
Yeah.
Fuck off, go somewhere else. We never see you again, Janet. That's it. We don't have that silly nonsense with that Mr. Marnie and his typewriter or whatever it is.
Janet could have gone. Janet could have gone after this episode, to be perfectly honest. There's no real need for Janet.
No.
Yeah.
Unless it's a way of them going on about. I mean, he was obsessed with films, wasn't he, Mr. Marnie? What's the film he takes her to see?
I think it's Police Academy 8.
Yeah. Because they start going to the cinema, don't they? And then they have a barbecue or something, and he's not got the. Yeah, that's just.
Yeah. Who gives a fuck about?
We don't need that. We don't need.
What we want is Janet killing. We're not missing out on that much, Jim, because he leaves soon anyway.
He's going anyway, and actually, you know what? He's in heaven with his kids and Leela, so that's a better ending for him.
Yeah, no more scraping bits of them off the ceiling for Jim.
That's a better ending for him. That he's dead as well, and he's with his wife and kids.
Have we just improved an episode of Prison Cell Block H?
I think we have, and the scary thing is we've put it into AI, so it's there forever.
To be fair, they were our plots.
You see, Greg,
killing Jim, Janet killing Jim. That was our idea.
That was our idea. We take the credit for that fully.
Yeah.
So we are.
Most of these are just mad. I think that's the first one. There's actually a better storyline
than the reality. Yeah.
That was quite intense, wasn't it?
Yeah, I like it. And no animal cruelty, which is even better.
No animal cruelty.
Dogs were harmed.
Well, Jim was harmed, didn't it?
Jim was harmed, but yeah, like you say, he was leaving anyway.
It was human cruelty rather than.
Yes. And she'd have done it quick. She'd have shot him. Did she shoot him? Did she stab him?
It didn't mention.
It didn't say, did it? It just said his body was found.
But it was something in the file. It was something. We don't know what's in the file. It might have said she'd got a knife in the file.
See, you could start it, really, couldn't you? Jim, we saw Jim.
But the roses here are prisoners too. When morning comes around, he used to give me roses. I wish he could again, but that was on the outside, and things were different then.
Get in touch by emailing no.lagging.podcast@gmail.com.
Banging you wasn't the right thing to do. How could I, after Layla had just died? Really should have just kept it in my pants. But then I've still got my horny pride. But your Janet gone away, Janet talking's all that you wanna do. If I could, baby, I'd get you sectioned. Just because you're a psycho, bitch, it's true. Oh. Crazy Janet Conway, Janet Conway. I just wanted another easy lay. Fuck off, Janet Conway, Janet Conway. Woo. Hey, hey, hey. But you're Janet Conway, Janet Conway. You get it.